Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 21st episode of the second season of ReZero. Last episode we had a pretty heated discussion between Roswell and Subaru, and I think we ended off on Amelia meeting back up with Ram, which is pretty cool. We'll see where we go from here, so let's dive on in. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, we probably didn't help much on that front. I Are we not exactly excited about that proposition? That is a good point, but I assume he has a way if he's bringing it up. Okay. Yeah, we heard something about that. I mean, yeah, that probably would have been something worth mentioning before, but at least we know now. I do kind of miss Reinhard. When was the last time we saw him, anyway? That sounds quite intimidating. Gonna give her something? Yeah, right back at you. Like, why are you looking at me? Yeah, we don't want to disappoint Petra, that's for sure. I think that was implied to be you, I don't know. Opening. I turn my volume up real quick. Still as awesome as I remember. That's a cool shot. What do I order at Amelia Sickle? Yeah, you gotta see him in the mansion there. So yeah, you could from the opening tell that he was gonna come with them at some point. And that is such a hype opening. We got Amelia all caught up now. Just a little bit. I'm sure he did. There's one thing the ReZero audience understands, is that Subaru loves Amelia. Yeah, we did hear about that. Yeah, even Ram can tell from just that much. Wow. Here she stands. Wow. Never thought I would see this. Oh, well, that is the idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Really can't say no to him. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. Because I still don't like Roswell, but I like Ram, so if it'll make her happy, let's do it. I see you're up and about. That's the proper way to welcome you. Yeah. Yeah, is that all you want to say? You tell him. There are plenty of differences between the two. I do remember that. Let that sink in. No. I love this new confident Amelia. I mean, just look at those eyes. The resolve behind them. Well, I pity you. Take that. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Well said. Ram speaks. The tall order, but if Amelia says it, I believe her. Okay, are we gonna just, like, go straight to the second trial now? It seems so. We're gonna transition over to Subaru, see what... No. Okay. Where is this going? Really want italicized, really. Subaru's best friend you're talking about there, be nice. Three conditions, wow. Oh. Imagine being left to him. Okay. Guess it gives us a little bit more insight. I just don't care. Uh, by stabbing him? Because I approve. One good quote. Show us that book, boy. There's the book. Yes. Yeah, that's a good question. What exactly is at play here? So... Oh, Puck! Oh my god, Puck! I cannot believe we actually had Puck just show up to help. I thought I would never see him again. Okay, yeah, now it's gonna be... Now it's a fight. Jeez. Of course, he had to cut away from it when it finally got... When it finally escalated. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, what would Subaru do? Oh no, that is not a voice I wanted to hear. You need to run, Petra. Subaru, please tell me you're nearby. Okay, I'll take that. That's good enough. Hopefully we're all alive for that. You are a messed up individual. Yeah, I really don't think she can 1v1 her like this, but she can hold her off for a while at least. Beatrice. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna let you do that. She is pretty great. Wonder if we could find a nice closet to hide in. You think that would work? I don't know. I have no idea how close Subaru is to even showing up, but hopefully close. Oh, that's his voice. Hopefully it's not just an imagination thing. I really hope he's actually here. He looks real to me. That's probably true. Yeah. Oof. Well, it's kind of her thing, right? Yeah, the brothers here. Our siblings finally together. That's a really cool entrance he had in this scene. Yes, she is. I think she's grown a little bit. Guys, I don't think this is the time for this. It was an excellent kick, though. Not as big as you. You should just hug. Man, just seeing them together like this. It's so cool. Yeah, if she had said who was around there, I would have been very upset. Man, Garfield, you think you can 1v1 her? What a cool brother you have. Believe in you. I hope you got this, Garfield. Reunion of Roars. And there's Beatrice. Petra gonna find her? Or Subaru? Yeah, Subaru. That is Subaru for you. That is how he rolls. That sounds pretty great, Subaru. Well, that was the 21st episode of the second season of ReZero. And yeah, where do we even start with this episode? Like, it felt like there was a lot of talking, and there was a lot of talking, for sure. Okay, so Amelia, she came out of the first trial, right, and met up with Ram. That's what we ended off on last episode. And we got a little bit of talking between them in this episode. Kind of both Ram and Roswell both got to see that wonderful, wonderful Amelia development, right? But of course, you know, from Roswell, we got the usual stuff, just shoving his perspective onto other people, you know, and trying to very much build this narrative that him and Subaru are basically the same, you know, which Amelia battled against that a little bit there, and that was good to see, for sure. Emilia being more confident in everything that she is right now. And before we even got that, we got some good stuff with Ram too, like essentially, you know, begging Emilia to save Roswaal in a way, right? You know, she's still being very vague in a lot of respects, but you know, there was some quite clearly genuine emotion there. Like she straight up kneeled, and I think we even saw tears at some point. Like Ram's not a character we see emotion from very often, so seeing that was a pretty big deal for sure. And that was one interaction that we had between Roswaal and Ram. Although they didn't really interact much in that scene, it was mostly just Roswaal and Emilia interacting. And Subaru, we got him rolling because he's heading to the mansion because, I mean, he kind of has to, right? Bad stuff is going to go down there. He knows that. So he's going there to help out. Also bring in, you know, Garfield along for the ride, who can apparently go with them because, you know, he's apparently has the qualifications to do that. He just has never done it before, but now he did, you know? He just headed on over there with us, and he's going to be a very useful asset in dealing with our Bowel Hunter, that's for sure. But before we got into that, though, we had our very, very important scene between Ram and Roswaal. Roswaal's in that one room with the girl and the crystal. You know, I think in a previous episode we saw that whole scene with her and Beatrice and that decision to become the core and the sanctuary wall and all that. So we know about all that. And now we had Ram and Roswaal, like, finally a real confrontation between the two of them. You know, because for a lot of the show, Ram, of course, has been very loyal to Roswaal, you know, doing whatever he says, you know, always supporting him and stuff like that. In this scene, we definitely got a lot more context behind that, right? They kind of dropped a very important bit of information here, which is that Ram was essentially forced to swear loyalty to Roswaal, you know, and she's just been kind of dealing with that ever since, essentially. And, you know, this is probably the first time she's ever tried to, like, you know, like attack him since then, probably. And she straight up whipped out Puck as an extra assistance, like because she was talking about how she wouldn't be able to do it herself. And I was kind of curious, hey, well then what's she gonna do though? I mean, she's here, she's clearly hoping to make some kind of move here. So what's the plan? And then we suddenly hear Puck's voice, and he's all there, and now we got this cool three-way battle there. Well, it's two-way, but three players, I mean, all battling in that room. So unfortunately, we didn't get too much of that before it cut away. But that's pretty cool. Like, I didn't really expect to see Puck at all anymore, so I got pretty excited about by that, for sure. So that was quite nice. You know, there was a lot of talking in that scene, right? I really don't like reacting to shows with a lot of talking because I'm really not sure what to do, because I don't really want to talk over characters that are having this very, you know, focused, important, emotional, impactful, well-written, heated discussion. Like, I don't really want to talk over that. Right, I just kind of want to watch it, but that's not really much of a reaction. So those moments are always awkward for me. But you know, then things did escalate pretty quickly there. So hopefully we get to see more of that encounter, because that'd be pretty cool. But we did cut away over to the Subaru stuff, well, to the mansion stuff, where Subaru did show up. Luckily, nobody's died yet. That's good, and we have just Garfield with the coolest entrance ever, just like whooshing on in there. He's got these cool shield bracer kind of things, you know, defense, offense, that sort of thing. And, you know, he gets to see just how big his sister has gotten lately. Yeah, she is straight up quite a bit taller than him. I think he was a little bit surprised about that. But there's a really nice family reunion there. I quite liked it. And I think even the Battle Hunter appreciated it to a degree. Like, she didn't interrupt it or anything, so yeah, I think she's summoned into it as well. And Garfield seems pretty confident that he can take her on, so that's a fight that I definitely want to see next episode. Yeah, hopefully next episode they really ramp up the combat, because of just how dialogue focused this episode was. It would be cool if we kind of flip it over and have more combat in the next episode, for sure. So we'll see though. I'm just glad to see people talking about Rem. You know, I don't want people to forget that she exists. So having people in somewhat acknowledge her existence in the episode, that was kind of nice too. I did appreciate that. And we did see Beatrice at the end of the episode too, so we could, I mean, we're probably gonna have some dialogue with Beatrice for sure in the next episode. Because there's probably gonna be some stuff we gotta talk to her about. Because I think we've learned a lot more about her since we last talked to her, so yeah, there's definitely gotta be some important conversation stuff with there, I think. But I still hope they manage to have a lot of cool combat, because they really built it up this episode to next episode, so I do want to see more of the next episode for sure. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to say. I mean, Roswaal, I made it no secret that I don't like Roswaal, you know? So, anytime there's like a reveal about some bad thing that he thinks or does, I'm just like, yeah, that sounds about right, you know? So, this episode is kind of continue that trend for me. So, hopefully, yeah, Ram can get things done in that scene, right? She's made her move, and all we can really do is cross our fingers and hope for the best. And I think Amelia, I think, walked into the second trial, so maybe we'll get some of that next episode too. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what we're gonna get next episode. Honestly, there's a lot of things we could get. We'll have to see what it ends up actually being. So until then, bye bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.